The Score is the place for local spring high school sports, and we've got some for you right now. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts here at CMCC. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. SBS Carbon Copy in Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Maine Preventative Maintenance, your complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print on just about anything. Valley Beverage, delivering great beverages every day. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Tonight from the retail capital of Maine, Freeport and Freeport High School, The Score brings you live coverage of the Class B girls lacrosse quarterfinals, as tonight the Cony Rams take on the Greely Rangers in this neutral site situation, even though it's technically a home game for Greely. He's AJ Knight. I'm Mike Violet. Ryan Bell has graced us with his presence tonight. He's running graphics and stats. And over there, yes, that's Galen Neal, who did not hit any wildlife while driving down here.
No, knock on wood for
The
him.
4-5 matchup, according to the numbers, is normally the best one in the quarterfinals, although we have seen some quirky heel point matchups from time to time. I think this one has a great opportunity, AJ, to live up to its 4-5 billing of usually being the best game in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think both teams, star power, we've talked about that in games. Obviously, we've had the playoff slate this week. Anytime we've referenced this game, I know I've talked about Macy Freeman and Asia Kelman. Teams that score points. Cony has scored, double check here, has scored at least 10 goals in all but 3 of their games, so high-powered offense. On the other side, Greeley's numbers may not be as explosive, but they have played iron. Their only 4 losses, Mike, are to Kennebunk, Falmouth, and Yarmouth twice. All of them are actually in Class A, not B, and the 3 of them have a combined 39-3 record.
Right, so they have, as you said, lost to Iron for sure. Meanwhile, the Cony Rams have lost to Mount Ararat. They lost to Erskine Academy. They were also beaten by Maranacook Winthrop, and we know how good they are in
Both
Class
teams,
C.
yeah.
And they lost again to Brunswick 11-4, but they have won 5 in a row coming in here, so they're on a hot streak, having beaten Lewiston, Winslow Lawrence, Oxford Hills, Messalonsky, good win there, and then beating Bangor in their regular season finale by a score of 11-10. As you mentioned, Greeley simply losing to Iron, but this team under Becca Kolker is battle-tested, even though they've lost some people from their 2 consecutive state championship games. They have Asia Kelman, and we saw her last week against Messalonsky, and to say that she was impressive was an understatement. All she did was pin 10 points combined on the board.
Yeah, 6 goals, 4 assists, which includes, I believe, having 2 of the assists on the 4 goals that Greeley went man up once, scored 4 goals in a minute 27 at the end of the half, which turned, I believe it was a 4 or 5-2 lead for them. Right. Going into half, all of a sudden it was 8-9-2, and that was kind of all she wrote.
Yeah, they have the kind of offensive power that can really, really explode. And I made a reference during that game to tic-tac-toe, how quickly the passing was.
Yep.
And somebody mentioned that to me from Greely. They saw the broadcast and said, yeah, that's how fast we can score. And they can score that fast. And we were impressed mightily by their passing ability. Very little running sometimes, 2 or 3 passes, ball is ready to shoot.
Well, it really stood out in that game because Messalonski, I think, got a little bit flustered and a little bit frustrated offensively and sort of just wanted to put their heads down and bully their way against that Greely zone. And there were several times, I think you and I pointed out, where they had a chance to get in transition and just wouldn't move the ball up. That was not the case for Greely, including that man-up opportunity. I think you could have run just that 87 seconds for any lacrosse program at any stage in performance and say, this is how you run a fast break, because it was excellent.
Number 4 and number 11 in red. Number 4 is Macy Freeman. Number 11 is Abby Morrill. They are definitely a dynamic duo up front. They can both light it up, and Freeman really drives the team from the middle. She usually is at the point, moving the ball, dishing the ball off. Obviously, she's got great goal-scoring skills, but her ability to see her teammates when they flash open on the cuts is really something that drives this bus.
And it's going to be interesting because Greely plays that zone defense that we had Lincoln Academy beat Messalonski with another star performer in
Miriam Delisle,
who was our player of the game. But we saw the zone defense really fluster a Messalonski team that was pretty good this season, and then, of course, Greely did the same thing. I think the duo of Cony is better than any duo, Asia Kelman included, on the Greely side. That being said, I think the offensive starters for the Rangers are probably a little bit better than Cony. But obviously, Macy Freeman, Kelman, the big names you're putting on the marquee, so to speak. But Morrill is a great second option, and I think it's going to be on the two of them to be able to win individual matchups, but to make smart passes. Because, again, we saw that Greely zone just absolutely take Messalonski's offense out of the game. And E.J. Parsons and Chloe Massey and a couple others. Messalonski's got good offensive players, too, and they just got shut down.
This is the first of a 3-game playoff weekend for us here on The Score.
Yeah,
we are right back at it tomorrow. We'll be spending the day in Oakland. No better place to be. We'll have baseball in the afternoon, Messalonski and Skowhegan. The 2-3 matchup in Class A North Baseball. They will get going at 1 o'clock, and then at 5 o'clock it's boys lacrosse as Messalonski takes on the team that plays right here, their home field, the Freeport Falcons. That will be at 5 o'clock. So the first of a 3-game weekend is right here and almost right now as Greely gets ready to take on Cony. It's the 4-5 matchup in Class B girls lacrosse. We get started right after this on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
The monkey has prime!
This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time! Oh, that's good.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs.
We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights, and our score crew back here live at Freeport High School, the home of the Freeport Falcons. This is also the Joan Benoit Samuelson track here. Of course, the gold medalist in the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, and the women's marathon is a local. She lives here, and Joan donated money, and they have built an absolutely fantastic facility here.
It's very lovely.
It is fantastic. Artificial turf football field, all-purpose field, beautiful track, just a great, great athletic complex. All right, we are just about set to roll. The Cony Rams will be wearing the red uniforms tonight with the white numerals. And the Greely Rangers will be wearing their home whites. It is a home game for Greely this evening, played here on the natural turf here at Freeport High School. Down in goal to our right, Avery Maxim, the sophomore for Cony, and down to our left, Maya Vickerson. Macy Freeman ready to take this draw with Eva Williams, two of the best going. And this being the playoffs, we have 3 officials on the field. Normally in a regular season game, we would have 2.
Love it. By the way, Mike, our poll for those jumping in on our stream on Central Maine Sports on YouTube, Kelman and Freeman, will they combine for 10 or more goals? 50-50 split right now.
Okay, so there you go. Go to YouTube at Central Maine Sports. Take our poll question on whether Kelman and Freeman will combine for 10 or more. Williams on the draw with Freeman. And we are ready to go in the Class B Girls Lacrosse quarterfinals. The 4 matchup, the Greely Rangers against number 5. Ball is placed. There it is. Squirts out. And it's going to go back to Cony. Is it scooped up? Yes, finally picking it up, Paige Logan. And Logan, in a maze of players, needs some help. And finally lays it over on the far side. And it's Kate Morin, who did not play the last time we saw Cony. Morin's just a freshman, part of the young talent that Gretchen Livingston has at Cony High School. Here's a steal, and here come the Greely Rangers. It's Kylie Lord. Lord right down the middle. Lord takes it in, and it's knocked out of the stick, and we get a whistle and a stoppage, and this will be a restart here in favor of Greely.
I think a little contact there on the shoulder.
Just underway here in the first minute. I know, I feel it too.
Oh, boy.
Got a tarp in the car. We may end up having to go get it. Outside, it's Casey Lord. We are up in the crow's nest on the top of the press box. Exposed. All right, turning, going in. It's Williams. Williams gets to the net but can't do anything with it. Cony with some great defense there. The layoff on the side to Lord. Lord can't do anything with it. Now back behind the net. Greely able to scoop it up.
I'm surprised it pulled the trigger just point blank. What do you got to lose?
Casey Lord out on the right side now to Crocker. Crocker back out deep to Williams. Now Greely will set up their offense. Williams inside. All kinds of defense there on Jane Flynn, and the shot is over the net to the right of Avery Maxim, and that is out the back, and it will be a Greely ball.
That's a good look. Just kind of, I think she's a little bit panicked by the contact.
All right, trying to get in front now. It's Lord. Lord pushed back there. Good defense by Kate Morin, the freshman. Now they get it on the right side to Flynn. Flynn. Out back to Crocker. Crocker denied. Crocker circles. Haven't seen Kelman.
I think that's her right there.
All right, there she is. Kelman with it now. Kelman inside, the turn, the shot, score! Kelman sets it up. And we've got to wait for the Hug Fest to get done in order to see it. I think it's Jane Flynn.
I believe, as you saw our Mid-State Machine replay, give Kelman the assist and give the first goal of the game to, Jane Flynn. Good call,
So
Mike.
Flynn scores at 2:22.
Rangers goal scored by number 3, Jane Flynn.
Man, not an easy shot there. She was in close and plenty of contact. Nice catch also as well to put that one in.
1-0. Takes Greely just over 2 minutes to score, 2:22. They lead at 1-0. All right, it's Morrill on this draw, and it goes right to Kelman. Look out. Kelman. Right to the net. And we've got a hold.
A little bit of a break initially here for Cony because she was going to the net, but she's got a straight line here.
So Kelman on Maxim shoots and scores. That is a ice cream cone with jimmies on it there for Asia Kelman.
She was going to end up going hard to the net, and then you get the whistle there. Now she's got a free path there, and Greely jumping all over the Rams early here.
23 seconds between goals.
Kelman already with 2 points.
Greely can score in bunches. They scored 4 goals against Messalonski in the blink of an eye when we saw them last week.
The big thing, too, is like you said, Mike, Cony wins the first face-off, but can't even get into the offensive zone.
All right, Cony gets it off the draw. It's Morin, the freshman, knocked out of her stick. It's going to be a restart, though, for the Rams. See if they can get something going now. Here's Logan. Down the right side, Freeman now. Macy Freeman passes it up. And Cony will have an opportunity here to set it up behind the net now. It's Caitlin Dutill. Dutill didn't handle it. And that loose ball is scooped up and run out of there by Casey Lord. Lord on a restart here. Lord up the sideline, handled by Crocker. Crocker angles to the middle. Now Crocker on a fast break. Knocked out of her stick. Excellent defense there by Caroline Hendrickson, but at least it slowed her down. Crocker to the middle to Williams. Now driving to the net, and Kelman makes it 3-0. And right now, it's just way too easy for these Greely Rangers. And in talking with Gretchen Livingston, she said we have got to keep them away from the net, and they just haven't been able to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you necessarily want to double maybe, but I'm face guarding Kelman at every chance I can. Like, just whoever the defender is, just don't leave her.
I think you have to. She's so much of a threat. She's already in on every goal so far.
Yep.
She has scored 2 and assisted on the other one. Yep. So it is 3-0.
And Cony, again, this is what we saw against Messalonski. Just can't get the ball in the offensive zone.
And we got a whistle here off the draw.
I think they're going to redo this.
Yep. Ended up on Morrill's stick or in her stick. Instead, they'll redo it. Freeman and Williams on this draw. 3-0 Greely. Squirts high into the air. There's Kelman. The last person, if you're Cony, you want to have the ball. Kelman fires right side, driving to the net. Lord couldn't get a shot off. Now a scramble in front. It's Williams. Eva Williams backs it out. Williams down low on the goal line to Lord. Now they work it out back. There's Kelman. Tries to cut to the net. The pass right there, and we've got a crush of bodies, and out of the pile there, it's Abby Morrill. Morrill Freeman picked off. Great play by Crocker. Kylie Crocker with the steal. 7.5 to go in the first. It's 3-0. Greely out front. It's Flynn. She's got a goal. Angling inside now. Lord and a whistle on the field. Got a push.
Yeah, something away from the ball, I believe.
So Lord from 15 yards out elects to pass Crocker. Crocker out back to Lord. Right over on the side. It's Kelman. Asia Kelman, a fake. To the cutter. In close. Flynn shot wide.
Nice look. Problem there, obviously, the issue with that one is she's cutting all the way across, tries to turn around, so a tough shot, but a great look.
And Cony not able to get possession of the ball at all. To the net, Kelman lost it. Kelman tries to get it back on the scoop, cannot, and it's picked off in there by Morrill. Abby Morrill runs out of the pack. Morrill had it knocked out of her stick. Abby scoops it up on the right. Cony with possession for the first time in the game. And now they can set up their offense. Here is Abby Morrill, 100-goal scorer in her career. Morrill fakes. Goes down low to Paige Logan. Logan back to Morrill. Not a lot of movement for Cony, and Kylie Crocker with the steal. Crocker has Flynn. Instead, gets it up deeper to Lord. Kylie Lord stops. Sets it up. There's Kelman. Kelman to the net. Kelman shoots, and Kelman scores. It's the Asia Kelman show. She's already got a hat trick, and it's 4-0 Greely.
That was going to be my initial poll of the game, was how many players are going to get hat tricks.
Well, there's one down.
Rangers goal scored by number 10, Asia Kelman.
So Kelman in on all 4 goals. She has scored 3 and assisted on the Flynn goal. It's 4-0 Greely. And Cony needs a goal desperately. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Central Maine Community College in Auburn. More than just a community college, with over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts here at CMCC. All right, off the draw. Loose. Kelman had it briefly. Now Morrill had it briefly. Now Kelman has it. They're going to give it back to Cony. 5:40 to go in the first. Logan up the right side for Cony. Paige Logan. Bodied by Williams. Rolls around it, though. Logan holds on the right. Back to Morrill. Morrill tries to drive to the net. Doubled. Now takes it out back. Now lobs it inside, and that pass really didn't have much of a chance to be completed, but Logan picks up the loose ball. And the Rams stick with it. Right side now for Cony. Casey Monson. Monson, deep for Abby Morrill. Morrill tries to get it in front. The pass is deflected away, intended for Caitlin Dutil. And out back of the net now, it's Avery Bush with it for the Greely Rangers. Bush charges up the left side, 4-0 Greely. Bush works it ahead. Rangers on the attack. The drive to the net. Flynn is open. Flynn shoots, and it goes wide. Didn't get much of a shot off there. And scooping it up out back is Kylie Lord. Greely will hang on to it. 4.5 to go in the first. It's 4-0. Curling in front. Turning and shooting and scoring is Eva Williams. And it's 5-0. And it's been an absolute onslaught. And a timeout taken here by Gretchen. Just wanted to hear that goal announcement to be sure. That timeout, a necessary one by Gretchen Livingston. 4:26 left in the first quarter of the Class A girls lacrosse quarterfinals. It's all Greely. The Rangers 5, Cony 0. We'll be back after this on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work.
The officials, there we go. They got the right time on now. So 4:26 is the right time. Eva Williams scored, and Gretchen Livingston took a timeout. Just trying to stop the bleeding. Cony desperately in need of a goal. Off the draw, Morrill wins it. Morrill to Freeman. Here comes Macy. Macy gets tripled. The ball comes out. She gets upended as well. No stoppage in play.
She's slow to get up, too.
Yeah, she got hit pretty hard over to her buddy Morrill, and Macy Freeman is still hurt. And they're going to have to stop play here. Freeman still down. She took a clubbing there, and there was no call.
There you see it. Just based on the replay, I don't know if it was an elbow to the ribs, which is never going to feel good. I'm surprised with that level of contact that there was not some kind of stoppage.
So Freeman walking off, and certainly doesn't appear to be seriously injured. This may just be classic, I got my bell rung. So coming in to replace her is Adeline Gaxiola, who wears number 7. That is a loss, obviously. Macy Freeman is one of the best players in Maine.
100-goal career score.
All right, here's Morrill. Morrill deep on the goal line. Morrill, just a crowd of Greely Rangers going to her, and why not?
They execute that zone. Again, this zone is not something a ton of teams play, and if they do, they probably don't play it well. Greely does a nice job. They're aggressive, too.
All right, Dutil back outside now to Logan. Paige Logan trying to get in, knocked away from her, and Kylie Crocker with a loose ball. Here is Kelman. Watch her fly up the field. Asia Kelman passes right side to Flynn. Flynn on the right wing. Angles in, wide open, shot, and Williams missed. The play worked perfectly. Greely touches up as Williams went to the net, but it's still going to go to Cony.
Now, Cony, I think they beat him there. That's the we talked about in the pregame, right? That tic-tac-toe passing they have. You got the look there, just didn't put it on target.
All right, here is Raya Turner. Turner, Freeman still on the sideline, standing. Again, does not appear to be seriously hurt. Turner all by herself and struggled with it and lost it, and Williams steals it. Williams, right side, nice lead for Lord. Lord can't handle it. Ball gets right through the defender, Hendrickson, though, and Lord gets it back. Lord out back, it's 5-0 Greeley. Lord looking it over. Lord to the cutter. Kelman shoots and scores. My goodness, it's an Asia Kelman avalanche.
Again, double maybe, face guard absolutely. You can't lose her.
Time of the goal, 9:31. 6 goals in the first period so far with 2:29 to go, and 4 of them by Kelman.
Our poll currently, 67% of people saying, yes, we're going to get to 10 goals. Kelman certainly making them look intelligent.
Yep, she may do it all by herself.
Keep an eye on Freeman still sitting out.
All right, on the draw here, it is Williams and Morrill. And the loose ball right to Kelman. Asia Kelman has worked her magic here in the first to Williams. Williams ducks her head, goes in. Boy, the play worked beautifully, but unable to hang on to the pass. On the cut was Flynn. And what do we got here?
I think it's going to be the 8-yard variety penalty here for Greely.
Looks like it'll be Jane Flynn.
No, I was wrong, 12.
Yep.
Yeah, that one, Flynn was waiting on that outside corner because he was just going to turn and shoot.
And Freeman is ready to come back in. Shot, score!
We've seen him do that before.
Nope. 7-0.
No cut there, just going to dish it off to Kelman. And Kelman, 10. You have to find 10. Find 10.
A gunner of epic proportions. And it's 7-0. That comes at the 10-11 mark. 5 goals in the first period for Asia Kelman.
6 total points.
A dynamo.
I expect those yes votes to start flooding in. She got half of it already.
Not really a no-brainer.
Felt confident in that one between these two players. I'm surprised Cony has just not been able to get really any established offensive possession.
I expected Kelman and this Granger, I combined Greeley and Ranger there, this Greeley offense to score, but I also expected Cony to generate some offense as well, and they just haven't. Freeman's back in there. She and Morrill down the field. Morrill with the ball, fakes a pass. Morrill stops. Morrill's going to back it out. Now she cuts in, ducks her head, fires a shot, and a good save there by Maya Vickerson. First time she's been tested tonight.
And that's what we saw a lot of.
Oh, a pick-off deep in the zone by Dutil. But she can't do anything with it. And it's picked back up by Casey Lord.
I say that's what we saw. Messalonsky just couldn't get any good quality shots.
Freeman stops Lord. And the loose ball scooped up by Dutil. Dutil to Freeman. Freeman to the middle. Macy Freeman. Stick handles trying to penetrate that zone inside to Dutil. Dutil can't handle the pass. A maze of Greeley players around her, and running out of the pile with it is Kylie Crocker.
Dutil, I don't think was really expecting it either.
Crocker, a stutter step, backs it out, changes hands. Now works it back to Lydia Miller. On the far side to Dubert. Katie Dubert.
Dubert lost sight of the sideline there.
Yeah, out. And with 30 seconds to go, Cony will have the ball. A running clock here. Caitlin Dutil. Dutil, a ball that ended up being a shot, and it was grabbed by the stick of Vickerson. I think it was supposed to have been a pass, but it just slipped through. Up the right side, Maggie Jacobson. Jacobson hit by Freeman, and the ball's out of bounds. And that is the end of the first period, and it couldn't come soon enough for the Cony Rams. A huge, huge first period. As good an opening period as you can possibly have. 7 goals on the board. Score at the end of one. The Greely Rangers 7, the Cony Rams nothing. You're watching and listening to
28257 872 8257 for Casella Waste.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Welcome back to Freeport High School. You're watching and listening to live coverage of the Class B Girls Lacrosse quarterfinals here on The Score. Mike Violet and AJ Knight here on the call. Ryan Bell doing our graphics tonight, and Galen Neal doing our camera work here tonight. We will be busy and spending our day in Oakland, Maine tomorrow. It's baseball in the afternoon and lacrosse at supper time. The baseball action is at 1 o'clock. Messalonski and Skowhegan in the Class A North baseball semifinals, and then at 5 o'clock, just as you're sitting down, maybe for beans and hot dogs or something like that, it's lacrosse action as Freeport, the Falcons, who play right here, take on Meso in the Class B quarterfinals. Game time 5 o'clock. All of those games here on The Score.
2 good ones tomorrow.
Maybe going in the other direction will help Cony, because right now they need some offense. They need to score a goal.
Yes, they do.
7-zip Greely. The Rangers in a domination situation through 12. And here they go again. Here is Kelman. Kelman, just a dynamo. Kelman pass to Williams. Quick change of the hands. Back outside. Now to Kelman. Kelman lobs it off on the left for Flynn. And a stoppage.
I'm really confused. I'm still shocked, Mike. Sorry, dealing with those watch the stream. We appreciate your patience. The weather's messed with the Wi-Fi a little bit. I'm still blown away that they didn't get a whistle with the Freeman hit.
Yeah. Williams kind of dragging things, pulling it back out. Now Kelman circles. Kelman looking for a drop-off to a cutter. It's Williams. Williams gets position. She shoots, and she scores. And you get the feeling that every possession that Greely has, they can score.
They have talented players. I might have undersold them in my pregame. I'm blown away to this point that Greely has just been able to suffocate the Rams' offense this much.
Yeah, again, like I said, I expected Greely to score, but I also expected Cony to generate some offense, and they just haven't been able to. There's been one shot that I can recall on Avery Maxim.
Yeah, I think like you said, at the end of the second, you probably a pass. So, yeah, one shot, one save, and it really wasn't much on it.
It is Morrill and Williams on the draw. Flying into the air it goes, and, of course, it comes down to Kelman, to Williams. In stride. Williams right in front. It was Flynn with it. And as she went to make a move, ball came up, but Jane Flynn able to come up with it. Flynn looking to go out back, nothing there. Take it back to the top. Pass gets by Ingersoll. Audrey Ingersoll fighting for it there with Morin. Now it rolls out to Crocker. Crocker scoops at the 30. And so Greely will stay on the attack. Here's Kelman. Kelman floats outside. Kelman and Williams. A little two-girl game there. Into Flynn. Flynn backs it out. Drops it off for Kelman. It's just a big weave right now. You can see everybody float through, all kinds of cutters. And the last one, the recipient of the pass, Gene Flynn, 9-0 Greely. It's a clinic.
Yeah, they were just, like you said, they were just rotating in a circle, and then Kelman kind of drifts out and finds Flynn all by herself. That gives Flynn now 3 assists to go along with 5 goals.
Rangers goal scored by number 3, Jane Flynn.
Wow.
So Flynn makes it 9, Love. And we have 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah. I did not expect this.
And we have a Cony player. That's Kate Morin down below, who looked like she took a hit, and Kate Morin is out of this game. She might have gotten hit up high. Trainer looking at her in the head area.
Yeah, she looks like
just kind of comforting her right now because she's very upset. Took a good hit, I think. Keep an eye on her. Meanwhile, off the draw, Abby Morrill fighting for it. She and her running partner, Macy Freeman, have had very few possessions of the ball. Now a scrum for it. About 10 yards out, and Ingersoll got decked. That'll stop play.
Cony does get finally some offensive possession. Got to find number 4.
Yep, got to get it to Freeman and let her do something. Macy looks okay after being hit and knocked down on the first. Freeman trying to get in, whistle.
I think an extension of the arms, but I imagine this is going to be the 12-yarder, not the 8-yarder. So we'll see here. Freeman on the reset. Drops it off Morrill.
Ryan Bell is on tarp duty at the car because the score Doppler radar says we're going to get wet soon. So he is headed to my car. Thank God I got that tarp in there. Ball rolls to Maya Vickerson, and Vickerson clears that out of there. Goes to Dubert. Katie. Works it up to midfield to Flynn. Flynn's had a terrific first half as well. Flynn over to Williams. Eva Williams. Angles to the middle. Teammates catch up. And Williams looking it over. Drops it down to Ingersoll. Audrey Ingersoll trying to circle in. Shut off by the Cony defense. Now to Flynn. Flynn holds. Flynn forced out by Paige Logan. On the weave, it's Williams. Steps now. Retreats. Williams changes hands. Nothing there. Excellent Cony defense. The drop-off pass to the sides. Curling in was Tracy. Maya Tracy. For Flynn. Boy, they had Williams wide open there on the cut. Didn't see her or couldn't get it to her. Now down low. Shot. Is that in? Oh, my goodness. From an impossible angle, it's 10-0.
6, I believe.
Audrey Ingersoll.
Wow. That is as tough as shots can come.
Just an impossible angle. And believe it or not, with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half, we are in running time.
I'm surprised.
I'm stunned. I expected Greely to score. They can put the ball in the net, but I also expected Cony to do something, and they just can't.
Cony, I think, keeps getting caught, and I can understand if it's
Scored by number 6,
Ingersoll. I can understand if it's Kelman or Williams kind of committing to pinching in and trying to double up there, but they just seem to get caught constantly letting cutters open.
All right, here's Cony. Driving it down is Helen Deneen. Deneen trying to go deep, and the ball almost picked off back of the net by Dubert. It was intended there for Gaxiola. This is going to go to Greely.
Turnover, and that doesn't help. And we've now seen, I think, a bit of a pattern. Mesolonsky did not pass the ball well against this Greely defense. Now Cony isn't. They do something right.
Yeah, apparently there's a reason that teams don't pass the ball well against Greely, and it's because Greely, A, has possession of the ball so much, and when they don't have possession, they make plays to get it back.
They execute their zone defense really well.
All right,
too.
curling up, it's Maya Tracy. 10-0 Greely. A shocker here in the first half in this 4-5 matchup. The drop off to Williams. She couldn't slice inside. Now to the cutter. Shot score. Avery Bush. Beautiful.
And that's just a heads-up play. Williamson with her head up. Bush sees the open space, cuts. That's textbook.
That is great lacrosse. Great offensive lacrosse. You can't play any better than that.
Wow.
Unbelievable offensive display tonight by the Greely Rangers. Well, this school has an incredible tradition of girls lacrosse, and we're seeing it on display here. Yeah. Just a remarkable performance.
I think they just know exactly what they're trying to do and do it very well. Their zone defense, I think, is really good, and that's just Bush, right? Recognizing space. It's not set play. It's Bush saying, see space, and Williams keeping her head up.
Yep, instincts take over. She saw the space, hit the space. Pass hit her right in the stick. She hit the net. End of story. A happy ending for Greely. Here's Morrill. Bottled up totally, as has Freeman. Freeman back to Morrill. Abby down the middle. Abby Morrill takes a trip to the left. And it's knocked out from behind, scooped up by Audrey Ingersoll. We get a whistle, though, after that. It's going to go to Greely.
That's how it's gone. Just cannot get anything going. As Cony forces a turnover here. I'm surprised it's not a whistle. Looked like Hendrickson might have got away with a little push from behind.
All right, Freeman got that loose ball, starts the offense in the middle for Morrill. Morrill, look at all of the white jerseys around her. They go right to her. Now the pass inside is knocked out. And running it out now is Kylie Crocker to Williams. Williams loses it, scoops it back up. Stick handles down the left side. It is 11-0 Greely. Pass on the curl there goes to Kaya Perkins. Perkins right to the net. The shot scored, Jane Flynn.
That was beautiful.
It sure was. Jane Flynn.
Stand corrected, Mike. I think that didn't count. They called a whistle beforehand.
Okay, so no goal. So wipe that off.
It was still beautiful.
Still was absolutely beautiful. So we play on with 3.5 to go in the first half. It looked great. Maeve Russell. Russell drops it off for Flynn. Flynn is defended by Freeman.
I think you're going to get basically an interference if she didn't get out of the way. Kind of held.
So Flynn from 20 out. Pass is tipped, I think, and it went over the stick of Ingersoll and out the back. I think some stick got a piece of that.
One of those plays where the whistle actually benefited Cony because that was just beautiful execution of transition to get that goal. The whistle beforehand negates the goal.
3 minutes to go, first half. It is 11-0 Greely. Here's a steal by the Rangers. Maeve Russell to Williams. Taps it down near midfield. It's going to go to Red.
They're going to get her for the check.
All right, so Cony on the restart here. It's Kate Morin. Got to pass that ball.
Now you're just running the sideline. You added a second defender.
Yep. You're going to get doubled. They get it back. This is Raya Turner. She goes to the sideline. And that is a violation there on Greely. Turner needs to get it to the middle of the field. Tries to. Freeman with a pick. That was a bruiser there on Jane Flynn. And the ball taken back by Katie Dubert. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Hustling down is Flynn. Flynn to the top. It's Avery Bush, who just scored their last goal a couple of minutes ago. Bush to Williams. Williams hit pipe. Clang right off the goalpost, and it's scooped up by Maxim as play comes to a stop.
That is a break there for Cony because, again, Williams just all alone in the middle, but the plumbing makes a save.
Audrey Ingersoll on the restart. Ingersoll dashes up. Lays it off for Flynn on the right. Flynn circles to the top. Greely offense starts to move. Now to Ingersoll. Forced out by Logan. Ingersoll, right side, that's Avery Bush. Really content with an 11-0 lead to work their offense. Flynn. Pushed out, and that's going to be a call there on Casey Monson. Actually, they're going to keep things moving and turning and shooting and scoring is Audrey Ingersoll.
I think they gave the whistle that Greely just got a quick restart.
Well, that was a quick restart. So Ingersoll makes it 12-0.
That's her second goal.
So making it even dozen for the Greely Rangers in 24 minutes of action.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Halftime can't come soon enough for the Rams. Back to the drawing board.
Pretty much a goal every 2 minutes. A moving clock here with 12 seconds to go. In the first half, off the draw, it's Abby Morrill. Got to get down and shoot it. Morrill takes it to the net, knocked out from behind. Excellent defensive play by Crocker, and fittingly, that ends the first half. Talk about domination. The Greely Rangers score 7 in the first. They get 5 in the second. They lead by 12 at halftime. The score of this Class B girls lacrosse quarterfinal game, the Greely Rangers 12 and the Cony Rams nothing. You are watching and listening to Girls High School Playoff Lacrosse on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen, we go.
Monkey and Prime! This season, we are hydrated. The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah!
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew back here live in Freeport at Freeport High School. It's halftime of this Class B girls lacrosse playoff game, and well, we've got a domination situation on our hands as Greely has run out to a 12-0 lead here in the first half, and again, seeing tremendous work by Asia Kelman. I lost count of how many goals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals. All of them came in the first period, AJ, when Greely scored 7 combined.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've seen from this Cony team. That's right. That's the reason we put our poll of the day up, or the poll of the game, which was will Kelman and Freeman combine to score 10 goals? And right now it's gone to 50-50, and I can understand because obviously Greely's taking control. She scores 5 in the first. All of a sudden, all those yes votes flood in, and we've seen Freeman do that before too, where she sort of finds her own early and then draws the attention and is able to kind of dish out from there because Kelman's also got 3 assists. But the problem is that Cony just can't keep track of anybody. I mean, it just seems like everybody. It's not even, again, Kelman's got 3 assists. Williams has 3 as well. She's done a really nice job. But it just seems like what constantly keeps happening is Cony keeps getting caught double teaming, and then there's just space on the backside, and someone just runs, and they got a one-on-one shot with Maxim, and thus far she has not
missed.
Not been able to do much about it because it's point blank.
Yeah, and you would think on the surface, all right, don't lose number 10. Don't lose number 10. Stick with number 10. It apparently is impossible because nobody has that we've been able to in games that we've done.
No, and she just they do a nice job, I think, of being able to go away from her a little bit. Take a look at some of our leaders. Flynn has 2 goals, 2 assists, 5 goals and 3 assists for Kelman. Also, shout out Williams, who's got 2 goals and 3 assists, so she's got 5 points. They just do. You pointed it out during that. I think Flynn ended up scoring. All they were doing was running a 3-man weave with a circle, and it was just Kelman, Williams, and Flynn rotating back and forth until one of them drew some extra attention. Kelman eventually got it, ends up running far side, draws the defense with her. Kelman standing by her, Flynn standing by herself on the backside, ends up just right there one-on-one with Maxim and scores the goal. As we deal with the elements here up at the Crow's Nest.
I was on tarp duty.
Yeah, we apologize, or those watching the stream, we've had some Wi-Fi issues as the cloud cover always messes with our signal, or has messed with it despite good signal, but we'll make it do and getting through this. Unfortunately, I think if you're Cony, I think this one you're just shell-shocked.
What do you say if you're Gretchen Livingston here at halftime? I mean, you're right now, you just want to score. You don't want to get shut out, certainly. But right now, they haven't even come close. And certainly we're going to see some bench players in. We already have from Greely. And certainly we're going to get some more in. But this is such a deflating experience for these Cony girls to be taken out of the game immediately. I mean, this game clearly was going in a direction that Cony couldn't stop it from going in the first minute.
Yeah, and it's just we knew Kelman was good. I think I'll own up to being wrong. Undersold maybe the rest of the offensive staff. I thought that Greely had the better up to down, top to bottom offensive starters. I thought Morrill and Freeman were going to be able to figure something out, but that Greely zone just frustrates a lot of teams who I think don't see it a lot and are used to being able to kind of win a one-on-one matchup and be able to do something based off of that, whether it's score or create. And instead what happens is they're very aggressive and they pinch in, and I think especially when you combine it, sort of like when you build a great pass rush and not a great secondary, but you have a team that scores a lot of points, kind of like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kelman runs the score up, and then it puts more pressure on the opposing offense and helps your defense out a little bit because you speed up the opposing offense who starts making more mental mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had to see, or we haven't had an occasion to see Greely play any defense because they haven't had to play any defense. Their offense is so overwhelming and they possess the ball so well that it just hasn't been something that they've had to do. And I suspect that that's been the way it's gone most of the year, especially playing Class B. We know they've played iron in Class A and lost. Those are the only games they've lost are to Class A schools. But in Class B, I get the feeling this is how it's gone in a lot of them.
Yeah, again, and just to reiterate, as I talked about in the pregame, it's not just that they've only lost to Class A. They've lost to only the top 3 seeds, who again have a record, I believe, off the top of my head, of 39-3. And so they've played the best of the best. So as we coined the phrase on our broadcast, iron sharpens iron. It for sure has.
Did we coin that phrase?
Yeah, I think
we did.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
We did last year.
Have we checked with the National Copyright Office on that, and perhaps?
I thought we gave that to Ryan Bell to double check, along with like the eephus pitch and the string is out, all that stuff.
Some intense Googling going on there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So 12-0 here as we get ready to roll in the second half. And I'm gonna leave the tarp now.
I understand.
13 seconds left on the halftime clock. I'm going to leave my phone under there.
We deal with the elements.
Today's game is brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner is HammondLumber.com, and we wish there were Hammond Lumber like right next door in Freeport. We'd go buy more tarps.
That is for sure. Yeah, my laptop mic says rain's coming in about 3.5 hours, so don't worry, we're good.
Right. All right, you stay under there. I'm coming out here.
Yeah.
All right, we are rolling second half, and the clock is going to roll too. We're going to have running time here in this second half as it begins to open up. And let's see if the Cony Rams can get anything. And I mean just anything going.
Yeah, you asked what they say at halftime. That's got to be the first one, right? Let's end the shutout.
Yeah, absolutely. You certainly don't want to get shut out. Here's Kelsey Crocker. Crocker backs it out. Crocker back to Ingersoll. Or check that was Maggie Jacobson. Now up the middle. On the bust out, it's Lord. Lord's pass is knocked down at center. Scooped up by Flynn. Flynn had a great first half. Get a restart here. Flynn lobs it up. Here's Crocker. Crocker to the side of the net, taking a trip in. The shot is blocked there. Casey Lord point blank on Avery Maxim, and Maxim made the stop. Now to the cutter. That's Williams. Williams is forced out back. Williams looking it over. Williams curls to the middle. Now backs it out. Williams laid it off for Kelman. Kelman to the cut, the turn, the bouncer, score, Casey Lord. And Casey Lord makes it a baker's dozen, 13-0 Greely.
And just, again, they just pull out that the front layer of the defense, and then there's just nobody back there. Tell you what, one of the things they don't tell you about in getting into broadcasting is how terrible it is to write on wet stat sheets.
Yeah, that's never fun, that's for sure. That's always a serious challenge. That's why I'm not going to write in the second half. You are.
I got you. That's Kelman's fourth. Oh, I gave her the goal. Kelman got the assist.
Right. So she in double figures in points yet? Here she is. Kelman to the middle. Kelman laid it up. Williams a shot. It's blocked. Avery Maxim made the save.
Now credit Maxim having a big response. There's two really good saves. She's been kind of just under duress constantly. To answer your question, Mike, no. Kelman's at 9.
9, okay.
5 goals, 4 assists.
Heck of a night.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. She's flirting potentially, depending on how they rotate her minutes. I think the biggest night we've seen is 11. I think Braden Elliott and then Finley Finch of Camden Hills both hit 11.
Yes, I remember the Finch game. That was against Lawrence Winslow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he had an assist off his back. There's legitimately a play where he's laying on his back and picked up an assist.
You know it's a good night when you get an assist and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
All right, ball inside. Greely coming away with it, and it's going to the Rangers on the restart. Here's Kelman. A lot of open field. Asia Kelman barreling up the pass over the head, and it rolls out intended there for Lord. Gale force winds up here in the Crow's Nest. I got it anchored down over here, so
I'm gonna tuck this in behind the
there
laptop.
You go. All right, Cony trying to generate some offense, just have not been able to.
Really just haven't even possessed the ball.
Well, they haven't. It's been very brief. Here's Williams driving to the net. Williams, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, I'm going to guess too much contact ahead of what was potentially going to be another really good opportunity.
7.5 to go. Right to the net. Williams drops it in. 14-0.
Too easy. That's Williams' hat trick. She's got 3 and 3.
All right, another hat trick. Club member.
21, Ava Williams.
Thank God for duct tape. That's been said so many times over the years, but tonight, duct tape is more of our friend than ever. That's if you can unpeel it.
Yeah, I might just be stuck up here. You might just have to leave me in Freeport.
Gale force winds, driving rain. Who has it better than we do?
I'm telling you, I think this earned that seafood I was talking about yesterday.
All right, to the net. Pass outside. I don't know why Casey Lord didn't shoot that.
I agree. I think you could have been a little more selfish with that.
Yeah, score. Why not? Everybody else is.
Yeah, for Greely, 6 players have scored a goal. 7 players have a point.
Some offensive distribution, that's for sure.
Ingenuity. I'm going to guess by those dainty fingers, that's Ryan.
Yeah.
Much appreciated, Mr. Bell.
As we duct tape the tarp down. Pass inside, knocked away by Cony. A scrum about 10 yards in front. Coming away with it now for Greely is Crocker. Crocker goes back to the net. Crocker dropped a pass off Kelman. Kelman in front, the shot scored by Flynn. 15-0.
And I think, actually, as we watch the Mid-State Machine replay, Maxim might have got a piece of that, just not enough. That's Flynn's hat trick, and now, I don't know what you call it, a 5x5 for Kelman. She's got 5 goals, 5 assists.
Whoa. So Kelman is having a night.
Rangers goal scored.
Here's the announcement.
3, Jane Flynn.
Now that's her third. Or excuse me, yeah, her third. She got her hat trick.
So Flynn joins the Hattie Club.
Yeah, that's 3. 3 different players at Greely. Flynn, Williams, and Kelman.
Meanwhile, the Cony Rams haven't even come close to scoring a goal.
No,
it hasn't been there.
I think as of now, still just 1 shot on goal, 1 save, and it really wasn't much to it.
Freeman.
She held the back of her head there like she got clocked.
Like something was up. Laid it off to Abby Morrill. Abby hasn't been able to get loose either. Try to pass inside. It's blocked and it's stolen, and running out of there is you-know-who. Asia Kelman. Kelman up the right to Flynn. Flynn pass back in the middle for Williams, was behind her. Mad dash on the far side, trying to come up with it for Cony, and doing so, Helen Deneen. Deneen, good pass. Freeman couldn't handle it, though. And it's scooped up by Maggie Jacobson. Here comes Williams. Check that. That's not Williams. That's Maya Tracy. Tracy goes down low. Kaya Perkins as Becca Kolker gets some bench people in with 3:50 to go in the third, and her club up by the comfortable margin of 15 goals.
And again, this is the 4-5 matchup.
Right, which is, also just another brick in the wall of us being absolutely blown away at where this game has gone.
Yeah, because I don't think it's the case, and it's hard to know, but Greely closed the season at Messalonsky, who was 6. I think there was a possibility if Messalonsky would have won that this matchup could have been reversed.
Here's Kelman. Look out! She scores! She is deadly.
That's 6.
So Kelman makes it 16-0.
Rangers goal scored by number 10, Asia Kelman.
And I don't have my stat sheet, so again, I could be wrong, but I believe that puts Kelman at tied for the most points we have seen in a game by a player at 11. She's got 6 goals, 5 assists.
Well, that alone will get her a college scholarship, huh?
Oh, we know coaches do love Central Maine sports. We know that.
They do. We're not lying. You like us.
We have to run that liner. The place for coaches who scout the competition.
Yes, we have heard that our broadcasts that are available at centralmainsports.com in the vault or on YouTube have been used as a recruiting tool, which is fine.
It's also the same reason coaches give Mike their starting lineups and then say, "Don't tell anybody."
All right, on the right side now, Flynn, who's had herself a game. Flynn goes out back. 16 zip. That horn that you heard?
Was that lightning?
No, that was not connected to the game at all. Timeout is taken, though, by Cony. 2:01 left to go in the third. It is all Greely. Rangers 16, Cony nothing. We'll be back after this on The Score.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our score crew, which tonight Galen Neal running our camera, and Ryan Bell back in town again running our graphics on the computer. 2:01 left to go in the third, 16-0 Greely. First of 3 playoff games we have for you this weekend. Tomorrow it's a double dip from Oakland. Messalonski, Skowhegan baseball at 1. Messalonski, Freeport, boys lacrosse at 5.
Is there a step above a domination situation, Mike? Just out of curiosity.
I've got to work on that.
Do you have a qualifier that goes above that?
Going nuclear, something. I'll think of that. Driving home tonight.
Let me know.
I'll work on that. Kelman in the middle, right on the doorstep there, and Williams buries it at 17 zip.
And that give Williams, so now she's a 6 for 6 now, because she's got 6 goals, 6 assists. That also gives her the highest point total we have seen in a game this season.
Last night during the Celtics-Pacers Game 1, Mike Breen on the play-by-play, when the Celtics were up by 29 or something, I believed he said something to the effect of a Celtics avalanche.
Yeah.
I don't even know if avalanche is good enough.
A detonation. That was our new favorite phrase for
Jason
baseball.
Benetti, the Tigers broadcaster.
An offensive detonation.
Detonated that baseball. All right, here's Freeman right down Broadway. Lays it over to Morrill. Morrill can't penetrate the exterior of that defense, that zone, all over her. All right, back outside now. With it for the Cony Rams is Morin. Morin trying to get in, a whistle. And this is going to be a shot here from Logan. Just passes it off. All kinds of bench people in. To the top now, it is Morin. Morin blindsided by Kelman.
She got, quick look at the replay, she got clocked on the back of the head. That should be, I believe, a card.
And Asia Kelman, the best player on the field, is guilty.
Now Cony will be player up for 2 minutes, I believe.
So Kelman goes and sits in the chair. It's not in a corner because there isn't a corner here. Don't see that very often.
No, I mean, that's the one thing. Forgive me, I haven't kept up with all of the tournaments because obviously we cover all 4 major sports, but it's one thing that really has hampered Messalonski's team this year.
Morrill goes in, and her grounder is a save there by Vickerson. That was a chance.
That was a good look and a great save by the Greely goalie.
All right, 3 in the books, and it's all Rangers. Greely is steamrolling the Cony Rams. The score at the end of 3. Greely 17, Cony nothing. More after this on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Mike Violet and AJ Knight and our beautiful blue tarp all back here live at Freeport High School as we get ready to go to the 4th period. The Greely Rangers have come over from Cumberland and have had themselves a party here in this one. They lead it 17-0.
Yeah, they have just, again, and for those who have not kept up with the seedings, this is the 5-4 matchup.
Yeah, it's not like this is the 1-8 matchup. It's the 4-5 matchup, and their records were very similar. But tonight on the field, that 4-5 matchup, it's been a huge gap between the two, to say the very least. And here is one of the reasons why Eva Williams, right down below us, scooping up the loose ball. Williams.
Yeah, and shout out to her, as good an offensive game as she's had. How about the fact, Mike, that against Freeman, who's been, I think, the number one face-off option, draw option for Cony, Williams has dominated.
Yep. She's great at it. Really sets it up out back. Got a stoppage, though. We're going to make the Rangers restart on the goal or behind the goal.
Yeah, basically right on the goal line.
Yep, to the left of Maxim. Williams had an alley there to go to the net, decided not to. Lays it back off. They'll start their offense. Circling here, Flynn. Flynn now to Williams. Williams out back. Kaya Perkins with it. Perkins retreats. Back over to Williams. Williams.
Now, Cony trying to be aggressive defensively. Greely just very skilled.
Yep, almost a steal there, but the Rangers just really good at passing, and Asia Kelman is back on the field after the penalty or the yellow card.
Yeah, so over 2 minutes man up for Cony, no goals.
And No pressure.
Yeah.
None. Greely out back. Over to Perkins. Kaya looking it over to the net. Williams. Williams right out in front and never got a shot away.
Yeah, I think as she was throwing those shot fakes up, she lost it.
All right. Laying it back outside now to Flynn. Flynn to Williams. Williams almost let it fly. Decided to pull it back. Now backs it out. 10 minutes to go. Clock is running. Near side, it's Russell. Maeve Russell.
She had a lane too, but I think, obviously you could see by her score. It's 17-0.
Yeah, I think they've decided to take their foot off the pedal.
Yeah, I think a little bit out of respect too.
Here's Kelman. Kelman lays it back to Russell. Now cutting through, it's Tracy. Tracy got decked. Holy mackerel, she went down hard.
It's a lot more fun to play in a downpour when you're winning. It is not so much the case. I'm sure Ryan Bell has experiences too. If you're not on the dub side.
Yeah. When you're down 70-0 and it's raining and it's windy and it's down to 60 degrees, it's not fun.
No. It's Kelman.
Kelman lays it in, the shot and a score. That's Jane Flynn.
That gives Flynn 4 goals, 6 total points. Kelman's now got 13. She set the season high for lacrosse points we've seen this season at 12.
Amazing.
And just keeps tallying them up.
18-0 Greely. Just a stunning performance.
And the thing is, you just feel for Maxim because they've all looked basically like that.
Yeah. I mean, Avery Maxim is just absolutely helpless. Absolutely helpless. Every goal that's been scored has been beautifully done off a well-executed, highly skilled, very talented offensive team.
Yeah, it's like asking your hockey goalie to constantly stop one-on-nobody rushes.
Yeah, just penalty shot after penalty shot, You just can't. It's impossible. Far side, Perkins. Perkins back out front. Now on the near side below us, it's Russell. Maeve Russell. Backs it out. Popping out now is Williams. Williams just looking it over, and there's no doubt they've taken their feet off the gas. Flynn to Williams. Knocked out of her stick. It'll stay with Greely.
It's actually, for Greely obviously taking their foot off the gas, actually in the elements, a good chance to really make sure you've got crisp passing.
Williams.
As she cuts through. Obviously just not easy, and so it's very important to not only pass well, but make sure you're supposed to give when you catch.
Far side, Cony girl goes down. They both go down.
A little shoulder lowered there.
That was Maya Tracy for Greely.
Just to reemphasize, Mike, if you'd told me before this game, and there's still nearly 7 minutes left, there was going to be 18 total goals scored, I would have
I'd be buying into that.
Yeah, I think I could see 18. I might have guessed a little higher, but I would have not have guessed it was 18-0.
No.
Never would have guessed
Not
that.
all 18 by one team.
10-8, maybe. I would have bought that.
Sure. I figured we'd get both teams in double figures. Here's Morrill driving to the net. In front position. The shot, a save is made by Vickerson. I think that's the second good chance Cony's had tonight.
Yeah, second good chance, third total save. And it's just been that kind of night. Even the few chances.
All right, Maxim got it away, and it slipped by the intended receiver on the near side. And Cony comes, or that was Vickerson who got it away, and Cony got possession briefly. And now trying to run it out of there is Maya Tracy. Tracy got bumped. Restart here for Greely.
I think this, as good as Greely's zone defense, the midfield, I think, is really where they make their hay, because we've now watched Messalonsky and Cony just struggle to get it into the offensive zone while Greely's able to do it with ease.
Yep, Flynn got it ahead to Perkins. Perkins to the cutter and off the bench. Couldn't get the shot off, though. We have a number I don't have on my roster, number 17 for Greely. Anyhow, it's in possession of Cony now. It's Macy Freeman. Freeman lobs it ahead. Can they get a shot? Yes! Did that go in? It did! And Cony scores. That's Casey Monson. And the Rams have a goal. They will not be shut out. Well, good for them.
That had to feel good for them to finally end that goose egg.
Good for them for scoring. I mean, this is bad enough to have to ride the bus back home, having been shut out.
Cony goal scored by number 8, Casey Monson.
Monson! It's like he almost wanted to lean into monsoon.
Let's hope we don't have a monsoon.
Please, no.
Just a monsoon is fine. No monsoons.
I got to take this equipment out for a doubleheader tomorrow.
We don't want to get electrocuted unplugging equipment tonight.
Oh, it's so. I didn't even think about that. We're on in the crow's nest here at Freeport, sitting on top of the press box.
When we were coming here today, or we got here to the field, it sounded like a cool thing. Let's be up in the crow's nest.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. We'll have all kinds of room and yeah.
Yeah, no, and it's funny that what just came to mind as you said we don't want to be electrocuted is your story of the Colby crow's nest.
Yeah, that's my God, that's 40 years ago. That's a long time ago.
Our own Mike Violet.
My, how the equipment has changed. There's Freeman. Ends up a little pop-up, and Vickerson makes the easy save. Yeah, thankfully the equipment, we've made advances.
Yeah, that and young legs of Ryan Bell to go get a tarp.
No kidding. Thanks, Ryan. I mean, it's not helping me personally any, but
we appreciate your sacrifice.
It's the team effort here that counts. The clock is down to 3:10. 18-1 in favor of Greely.
How about two, Mike? I can't reach my notebook, but I believe one of my stats I had for you in the pregame was that Cony has scored double-digit goals in all but 3 games, I think, out of about 14.
Yeah.
And they're not even going to sniff that.
How about that stat? I mean, that's just
a defensive stat for you right there.
Unbelievable. Nice rush here, working it up the field for the Cony Rams, Caitlin Dutil. Dutil has it out back. Can she get it to the front? Kind of ran out of gas there. Lob pass, loose. The turn, a score! 2 on the board for Cony.
Trying to get a number here for you, Mike.
Couldn't see.
I think it's Dutel, actually. I think she was.
So Caitlin Dutil scored. All right.
I believe she was the lucky recipient of accidental offense.
Well, we'll give it to Dutil until we hear otherwise.
2 minutes.
Get the 2-minute warning instead. I believe.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It was Caitlin Dutil.
That's me being right once.
Broken clock is right twice a day, right?
Something like that.
Is that what they say?
Unless it's military time, then it's only once.
True.
Which I don't know why it's not more adopted, because there's no mistaking what time it is.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. That's a great observation by you. Here's Dutil.
I make a good point once a week.
Actually, that's not Dutil. I didn't make a good play there. That was Abby Morrill. I should know that.
She's going to get the 8-yarder here.
Yep.
Chance to get a third one.
All right, Abby with a shot to score here. In she goes, and in the net it goes, and Abby Morrill is on the board. And it is 18-3. We are down to 50 seconds.
I feel for Cony, especially, I think a younger team, but Freeman obviously is senior.
Goal scored by number 11, Abby Morrill.
So Morrill makes it 18-3. Down to the final 30 seconds. Ball in place, off the draw. Williams comes down with it for Greely.
And how about that, Mike, as we run out 15 seconds, how many teams do you think have shut out Freeman this year?
I mean, he just stifled.
I think the answer is probably 0.
An explosive offense and a stifling defense. You add them together. And what you got is what we got here tonight. The final score in this one, the Greely Rangers 18, the Cony Rams 3. We'll be back with our score player of the game, wink, wink, right after this.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here very quickly. Postgame 18-3. The Greely Rangers just totally dominating the Cony Rams here tonight. And no surprise, our score player of the game, Asia Kelman, just a remarkable performance. What did the final tally for her end up being, AJ?
6 goals, 7 assists.
13-point night.
Yeah, and that's the best we have seen. I think we've had 2 players. I want to say, again, it was, I think, Finley Finch and Braden Elliott. Finley Finch for Camden Hills, Braden Elliott for Gardner, both, I think, hit 11. She got 13, so she not only passed it, she passed it and then some. She got an insurance run.
Asia Kelman, 13 points, our score player of the game. She gets the CMCC bag of swag, the bag from CMCC filled with prime beverage from Valley Beverage in Lewiston, the coveted score player of the game keychain, and a score t-shirt. So congratulations to Asia Kelman, our score player of the game from Greely High School. Double dip tomorrow. Messalonski Skowhegan baseball at 1. Messalonski Freeport boys lacrosse playoff action at 5. For Ryan Bell, for Galen Neal, for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Freeport High School. Final score in this one, a domination situation. Greely 18, Cony 3.
You've been listening to another high school sports presentation on The Score, supported by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone & Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Valley Beverage, Maine Preventative Maintenance, The Harry J. Smith Company, SBS Carbon Copy, JDH3 Design, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste. Stay tuned for a lot more live video and audio of high school baseball, softball, and girls and boys high school lacrosse. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. You found the place for local sports, Sports Radio 1160.